Today on the Brodown, we delve back into the band Sleep Token.
Sleep Token!
That's bananas.
If you're remotely familiar with our channel, you're quite aware I find this band disappointing and boring.
Wrong.
Just let me get through my disclaimer.
I don't usually do this, but I felt compelled to tell you something.
For some reason, you guys need this, and for some reason, people requested that we do this song. These are people that have not watched our videos of Sleep Token. So let me get through my disclaimer. I'm aware of the insane amount of talent in this band, but ultimately they made the same shift bands like Def Leppard, Metallica, and Avenged Sevenfold have done over time. They moved into pop. Just let me get through the disclaimer. That's why I say disappointing. I'm well aware many people love the pop aspects of their evolution. Mainly girls.
You shut your lying lips up!
It leaves me feeling frustrated over the demotion of the progressive metal that they've shown in the past. You cannot lie, when I first heard Sleep Token, they reminded me of like a prog metal band. And I liked it. I was still on the fence a little bit, but I did like it. I really did. They do that well. They're good at it. That's part of what, in my beliefs, is what projected them to the top the way that they went, with the summoning and, prog metal stuff. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let me finish my disclaimer. We got to a fork in the road, and they went left, and I stayed to the right. So we just missed each other. So we're going to do this Sleep Token reaction, but just know that if it's slow and non-prog metal, I'm probably not going to like it. And she will. So you'll get her. You'll get to enjoy her.
I already like it.
And this promise I'll make you. If for any reason it's slow and you won't have to see me, I will put the camera directly on her, and you and her can enjoy this together. And I'll stay quiet. You won't hear a peep out of me.
Oh, cool, cool. No doubt.
And then when we give our review, that's when you can go ahead and just hit like, subscribe, and get out of the video. Because you're probably not going to want to see whatever happens after this video ends. So I've given you a disclaimer. So you've been warned. And I've given you the directions of how to save yourself a lot of frustration and time in our comment section.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So this one's called Damocles. And we're going to do this.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Is
Damocles?
that how you say it?
It's part of the story about how they went pop.
That's not the story. Okay.
Just another segment in that story.
Wait, is this the god? Is this the new god?
Shit, I don't know what to tell you.
Damocles? That's like a demigod name.
Okay, well, maybe that's him. Maybe he's Damocles now.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Somebody, fill me in, because I haven't done any research. I got so much going on. I have no idea what's happening anymore. All I know is that there's a house in this one, and I'm ready to see the house.
And I hope you guys aren't ready to see the house, because knowing their production company,
yeah,
producers, I will not be able to show you the video because they block me every time.
It's like at the end with the teaser thing that they've been doing.
Okay. So be warned with there too. There's a very good possibility that when we go into watching this video that you're not going to be able to watch the video with us because they're going to strike us down and block us. Not a copyright strike. We can do those. We don't get to monetize it, whatever. I don't care. But if you block the video, I can't show the video at all. No one can see it. So I have to take the video physically out of it and replace it with, we'll have to see. I don't know. We'll put something there.
We just don't know.
Hoping the song goes well. I really am. For you guys, I want you to be happy. But you'll get her, so you'll have that. Okay.
Mentally prepare yourself.
Yeah, I've strung this out as long as I can.
He tried.
Let's do this.
Well, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black. And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Well, I know I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. Well, nobody told me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
No, they came for the house! I don't think I can emotionally recover from that one. Those words hurt.
There were words.
Those words kind of hurt. I feel
Okay.
like I just got like my heart ripped out. That was kind of sad. How am I supposed to recover from that? Guys, put out another one so we can die some more. So we all know who hated it the most. It wasn't me, obviously. It's the disappointing one over here.
They were prog at one point, and it's gone. It's all gone.
It was very Alex Warren of them, which I don't hate. I love Alex Warren. Ordinary? Yes. I don't really know how to even put words together for this, except for they came for the house and my heart is ripped out of my chest. Thanks, guys, for that. That drum roll at the end, though.
No, I mean, 2 does his thing, but I mean, it was, honestly, this is where you can
go ahead and click out.
Go ahead and like the video.
Like and subscribe and
subscribe.
go.
Then you might want to
wait 3 seconds.
Yeah, fast forward this.
1,
because you
2,
don't want to hear me.
3. Now go.
All I could think of was, like, you know, the finale of American Idol where they have like the 2 best singers and they come out and they do some song that was written by some Quincy Jones type character, and that's what I was listening to. It was like, I don't know.
Yeah, but those are always usually pretty good songs. So.
They're pop, though. That's my point. They're pop songs, and that's why I don't watch American Idol. You know, I watched the first couple seasons, but the template became obvious, and that's part of what their template is a song like this that was written by a good songwriter. Nothing overly impressive about it. The vocals are cool. They show off the vocals, but the band did nothing really. I mean, 2 had some cool roles, but I mean, just compared to the summoning and just, God, just go back to Chokehold. And
take me back to Eden.
Whatever. I mean, take me back to that first album. And that's, I mean, I said in my disclaimer, it reminded me of, like,
that wasn't the first album.
It was like Def Leppard, you know. I loved Def Leppard growing up. That was one of my bands, you know. Billy's Got a Gun, Pyromania. I mean, they had so many good songs. And then they put out the Pour Some Sugar on Me and Let's Get Right. And just, it died. I'm like, they were so awesome, and now I don't even like their music anymore. It's gotten terrible. And then Metallica puts out the Black Album. And you're like, okay, Lars probably just needs an album where he can take off. You know,
yeah, right.
We can play a couple songs and let Lars take a little bit of a break, but then we'll get back into it, because they just did Injustice where he was just tearing it up. Double kicks, drum rolls. I mean, Lars put some effort into Injustice. And then Black comes out, and it's all standard 4th beat. And you're like, okay.
He needs a break.
Then they put in Load. Load come out, and you're like, they're dead to me now. They died.
They're dead to me.
They died.
Dang.
Black was their funeral. That was the funeral. I didn't realize. You know, there's lots of bands like that, and I mean, it's sad, but it happens. But they gathered a new crew of fans where Metallica's as big, if not bigger than ever, because they had new people that came in and liked the new music, and that's, I'm sure, what Sleep Token's doing.
Well, yes and no, because if you go back, and I was thinking really hard about this the other night, because I don't sleep half the time, but like, what if, and if you go back and listen to all the albums in order, it's like from birth to rebirth, and like this is like rebirth time, so it's all like, it's all in order, it's all in what's the word, sequence or whatever. This is just part of the sequence of the story, and this is a thing, and we're just gonna have to deal with it, or you're just gonna have to deal with it.
You remember when the Rev died? You know, Avenged was crushing. Avenged was crushing. They were going to be the biggest band
but
ever
this
in
is
metal.
Different.
The Rev died. Then they put out Nightmare, and they went and got one of the best drummers in history to come in and take the Rev's place. And Nightmare wasn't that bad of an album.
Nightmare
was okay.
was...
It was pretty good. I went to the tour. I enjoyed it. Then the following album came out, and you knew they died. It was dead.
Hail to the King or whatever.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was literally ripping off Metallica.
I
at that
didn't
point,
like...
But it happens. Bands do that. But they were big as ever. They put out Hail to the King and got on Billboard, and you know, Sleep Token's gotten on Billboard. It's the recipe to get on Billboard is to go pop, and that's what they've done. And that's a shame to me because of a prog fan. I want to hear them do some more Tesseract and music like that.
But this is different because this is the story progression. This is like character development.
You don't have to change the entire
No,
album
but
just
think,
because your lyrics are going to be the same.
but
Just
think,
put something more entertaining for me.
of character
a prog
development. But you have to think about it as character development. This is part of the character telling a story.
Well, they're Marvel
So
characters. They're boring.
It's not Marvel.
It's like the new Marvel characters. They're boring. God, quit saying it's sexist
It's
or racist.
just-
They're just boring characters.
We're
I
not
don't
going
care about
into
any of
this
them.
conversation. This is
And that's
character
how this music
development.
is to me. And again, I mean, it's to each their own. They're going to be bigger, just like everybody I gave an example of got bigger. Def Leppard got bigger. Metallica got bigger. Avenged Sevenfold got bigger. Tool's another one.
Tool didn't sell out.
They did though. You know, they used to be rockish prog, and then they just kind of turned into their own thing, which I liked. Luckily, I actually could take that adventure with Tool, but it wasn't their first couple of albums, Enema and all of that. It wasn't the same. They even wrote a song called Ticks and Leeches, which I've heard Sleep Token, that last one we listened to, people were like, well, that's what he's saying, is that you want this, he's going to give it to you, and then it's over. I mean, that's what Maynard did with Ticks and Leeches. You know, this is what you wanted, this is what you had in mind, well, this is what you're getting. And it was heavy. And after that, there were no more. They just stopped doing really heavy songs.
You mean Caramel?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the last one that we did.
Yeah, that's what people in the comments were telling me. Was like,
See,
he wrote that for people like you. Okay, good. That's
See,
awesome.
and
Good
Two
for
wrote
them.
Caramel. He writes most of their stuff.
I don't care, he needs to stick to playing drums.
But
Quit writing and stick to it, because he's good. Good. Two is good. Two's the reason they were prog, because their guitarists aren't that great. They're okay. Guitars, you can tell the singer writes the guitar because he's nothing special. It's just decent guitar riffs, but that drummer, sickening.
Look,
But that's gone
y'all can't be hating as bad as I could, because I have to live with this.
You started it.
I could be hating so much worse than you guys.
We don't discuss Sleep Token often outside of
right now.
Yeah, this is where we talk.
This is where we talk Sleep Token. Because if not, I'm just gonna get butthurt, just like you guys.
Is. But I mean, the same people that read those genre books, like she likes, the dark romance, that type of. That's what this is. This is the musical version of a dark romance novel, and that's why all these women. And I get it.
Right.
I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not hating on any of you. I asked last time, you know, why do men like this? And there were guys in the comments that were all butthurt and insulting me. And my IQ's just, I'm not smart enough to understand it. I've been listening to music for 40 years, but I'm not smart enough to understand musical transitions. Nothing. I hadn't gotten to that point yet. You're 20. You've got it figured out. I know when a band moves forward into pop music, and I understand the reason they do it. I mean, there's a lot of money to be done. I'm not saying this is just a money grab for them. It may
well, it could also be the studio saying, "Hey, you're gonna do this."
Yeah, absolutely.
Because studios do that.
That's happened to a lot of bands too. But their ability to play progressive metal was almost unmatched at one point. It was like, this is fresh, it's new, it's good, really good. And they just abandoned that whole side of what it is that they do. I think Caramel, was it Caramel or the one before that we listened to, where it actually broke in at the end?
That was Caramel.
They broke into some prog, but it was not that good a prog. It was like, we're just throwing this in there because we know people like him are going to bitch. So we'll give him that little spot right here.
Yeah, that was Caramel.
But they're really good at that. And if they did the songs formulaically the way they did before, even when they went into the, is it the summoning where he does the little rap thing at the end, where it has like the 70s vibe?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
The summoning.
That was fine. You know, it blended. It did well. They were interesting. The band was interesting. This is I can turn on American Idol at the end of the season and just see what they wrote for these kids, and it's going to sound similar to this. So I can already get this. I have access to this. I don't have access to Chokehold. I don't have access to that type of music because they're the only ones that do it. So I'm just in mourning. I'm in mourning of that. We'll see. Maybe they'll get through this album and he'll get all of his whining out and it'll be over and then he'll be angry. Hopefully Damocles pisses him off and he starts getting... And then
there is a war coming.
And I'll be back into it then. It's like, okay. Yeah, get the war scene over. This isn't Game of Thrones. You don't need all the nonsense in the middle. Just get to fighting. That's what we want to see. So
It's not season 9 fighting. Let's get some real fighting.
let's get in there and rough some people up. Let's hear that prog come back. Like, share,
Subscribe.
do the thing.
Do the thing.
Until the next time, guys, and in the comments, as always, come at me, bro. Which way to go?
Never know where to go.
The Brodown is over! Let's bro out!